Greetings, Star Trek Fleet Commanders. I am the Angry Rhino. So, Janeway auction did appear yesterday, XSLB, as predicted. So, in the spirit of upgrading, what's one of the resources you need the most? Dilithium. As you can see, I'm running very low on dilithium. So, what can you do to get some dilithium? Well, have you killed your hostile captain today? Today I have not. See, I am at 58 and I can get 3.5 billion. So, as you can see, I have Janeway, the Doctor, and B'Elanna Torres loaded up to kill my hostile captain. And as they all read, when you take hull damage from a non-player hostile, which, as far as a hostile captain goes, hostile is right in the name. And this hostile captain is not a player. Sounds like it should work. Does it work? Can I kill this guy? Let's find out. I want that dilithium. Well, that blows. It's almost like Janeway and the Voyager crew does not work against hostile captains. And probably, for that matter, yellows. Nope. Didn't work at all. Now, is it just me? Or does the wording imply that it works against every target except players? Especially when you specifically say non-players. I mean, what was you thinking? That's right. 2 thumbs down, 2 middle fingers up. Time for another episode of What Was You Thinking? Now, yes, maybe it's just the way I'm interpreting this. But you specifically made the description of the officers non-player hostiles. The hostile captain isn't considered a non-player hostile? And why wouldn't they work? It's not like we're given so much of an advantage by having Janeway killing hostile captains. I mean, maybe. Could just be my opinion. Let's see if I run a traditional crew. Let's say Yuki is captain with Khan. And depending on where you're at, you're either going to run Marcus on the side or maybe Hull Breacher. Since it's an explorer, no, I want attack. I will go with Marcus. Load these bitches up there. I don't really, I could use a few more defense stats. So let's put a few there. And sure, let's go with Odo. More crit damage. And let's see if I can kill this guy with my Pilum. I am a 53. I have a 53 uncommon ship. Going to use a Pilum. So, am I really gaining a huge advantage by being able to use Janeway and the Voyager crew against yellow bosses? I mean, we already have a fairly good crew, and I beat him. Okay. So why? I mean, I can get the hostile captain with that old crew Why are the new people not working? What the hell? What the hell were you thinking? And since I still need dilithium, and still, all right, what am I? What do I want to do? I want to go. Let's continue. Let's continue killing hostile captains. And yes, this might take a little bit longer. Who do I want? I want Janeway, because I'm going to go kill some freebooters, because I know I can kill those high-level targets. Let's put Hugh. It's not very great numbers, but I'm in a video, and I don't want to go too over time. So, it is kind of a practice, I guess. You upgrade your ships, you go get your hostile captain, you do your levels on the hostiles, and then you take a break until you upgrade again. Because you maybe can't kill them. Of course, I remember this a long time ago when there wasn't that much of this new hull enhancements and shield enhancements and damage enhancements. And going several levels in between being able to kill the hostile captains. Which is really why I have some left. Just got out of habit of doing it so much. It's not something you should do out there. But again, what was I thinking leaving all this dilithium on the table? No. Go get that dilithium. You need it. Research. Research is important. But then let's go back to the Janeway crew. Like, why? Why? Did the person that designed these officers want them to be able to kill the yellows? And then the coding person, because if I understand the way it's been explained, it is a little different. Like the person that designs the arc, like say, or designs a loop, I should say, like say Mr. Tiger, and doing which he, pretty sure he did do the Voyager loop, and the Bajoran loop, which we know, and the Borg loop, which we know. He doesn't actually go and also program all the things to work. He designs the loop as far as, the Armada should give out these credits and then give out this credit, and then you go over here to this chest and you pull with the credits. He doesn't actually code it and make it all work in the game. So, did somebody screw up? Or, Jesus, where are they all? What? No. Alright, and I'm in here already. Who I gotta kill? 59s? Alright, let's kill some 59s. I don't want to kill battleships. That's not gonna go well. So, is that what they wanted? Did they want the officers not to kill the yellows? But then also worded it like they should kill any hostile. Who knows? I think it's a little ridiculous. I mean, what were you thinking when you said, oh, let's describe it as non-player hostiles? Yellows don't count. Huh? Like the hostile captain says hostile captain. Oh, because he's the captain of all the hostiles, he doesn't count as a hostile. Words are hard, I guess, huh? Alright. Why do there never seem to be the right hostile I want in this stupid system? Which is why I suggested using the Doctor, because Strange New Worlds want you to be certain ship type and kill certain ship type. Well, now I can kill explorers, so this does give some backing to my theory of that. Did I kill 5 yet? No, I only killed 2. Oh, Jesus. Oy. Alright, let's speed this research up. Now, let's say, for instance, that when you design your officers and you describe them as being able to attack non-player hostiles, you intended for them to be able to go against yellows. Well, that is not what is happening. So after Mr. Coder Person or Miss Coder Person codes out how the officers work, why do you not test them out? What were you thinking where you get your product back from the coders and you don't go try it out? So, alright. Now, let's see if I can kill the level 59. And I can kill the 59 without the Janeway crew on a level 46 ship. Well, that was close. Well, look at all that dilithium I'm getting. I like it. Alright, now, and I sent my Corvus back to repair because I wanted to make sure I could kill some of these level 60s. I can kill them, but would prefer not to have to send back and forth too much. I guess what it really comes down to is you have, this is Voyager, okay? Yeah, no, it's not Deep Space Nine or Next Generation, and people don't like Voyager that much. I think Voyager was better than it gets credit for. Part of the reason I don't think fans like the show much is, wasn't Deep Space Nine on for a bit while Voyager was up? I can't remember. It's been so long. You had Deep Space Nine that was either on at the same time or recently ended, and you had Picard's crew doing movies. It's kind of oversaturation of Star Trek. For some fans, anyway. So I don't think it gets the credit it really should. Personal opinion, though. Alright, so let's see how high it can go. I can only assume that I'm either not going to see the 61st round of combat training, or it will populate, but I won't be able to do it because I can't find any 61 targets. Or at least that I know of. But it seems to be going fairly well for me. I can kill enough 60 hostiles to be able to get the 60th hostile captain to appear. What is Janeway doing for me? Honestly, only giving me another option. And how about this? The officer that's up in these auctions that people are unlocking, especially because this is the third one, you can therefore go and use the officer. You just spent how many materials and how many dollars on unlocking. What was you thinking by not allowing people to use her more? Non-player hostiles. Non-player hostiles. What were you thinking? The yellows got to count there. The yellows have to count. Especially if you're going to call one a hostile captain. That's so stupid. Hurry up, ship. Let's go. It's possible it's just me. I guess I'm just angry or agitated or annoyed or something. Janeway's got to work against a hostile captain. And any yellow mission boss. Like, why not? Why? And think about the rewards. Yes, some of these missions give out very nice rewards. Some of them are fairly mediocre. Not that I don't like doing them. But why would you not allow the officer to work? With a lot of these missions, you're locked out of them by warp range. So, what does it matter if they get a super officer to go against these mission bosses? And I'm going to have to come back, aren't I? Because I got to go 5 now. Oh well. But what were you thinking? You're already locked by warp lock. So it's not like because of Janeway, players will be able to do these missions, these very high level missions that they couldn't do. I guess technically with Voyager, the ship, they could reach them. But I don't know that you're killing some of these hostile captains with Voyager itself. Relatively weak ship as far as I can tell. Unless you can tear it up, but as of right now, only big spenders are tearing that thing up that high. Oh, can I get the last one without repairing? Yay! Woohoo! Wow, that was just barely enough, huh? Holy shit. All right, here we go. Another 3.6 billion dilithium. So maybe that's what it is. They didn't want you to be able to use Janeway because of the billions of dilithium that players can get. Really? You're going to deny us dilithium to do upgrades? Okay, however, man, I don't agree with that. Like, what were you thinking denying people so much dilithium? Wrong. It's just wrong. All right, what do we got? Woo, what's the big one, huh? Actually, let's try Kang instead of Marcus. Let's see, who below deck? Who below deck? Well, let's try Mariner. Alrighty then, let's see if I can take this one out with the Pilum. Close. Very close. Got him. Level 60 captain with my Pilum. Another 5.5 billion dilithium. Well, this actually works for me. I haven't said what was you thinking too much in this video. But what were you thinking? You've had, what, 59, 60 levels of combat training? And you all of a sudden go from, killing every level. You had to kill level 1, then you had to kill level 5, all the way up to, you just saw, 58 killed 58, 59 killed 59s, and he killed 60s, and now all of a sudden it's not going to 61, 65. What were you thinking? Come on now. It's been like a staple for us for the longest time. And it's like, oh, we just want to change it now. Y'all suck. Y'all suck. What was you thinking? I guess that's what you were thinking. That you yourselves creating this game suck. Well, I don't think I can find any level 65 hostiles, but while this is a What Was You Thinking episode, this is also a combat training video. Did show you what level you can expect your hostile captains to be if you can attack them, or if you can kill them. You can see how I did. Let me find this hostile captain. We'll show you the battle log-ish. What did I lose? About 60%? About 60% of the hull? That's not terrible. What about this hostile captain? I feel this hostile captain went a little... Yeah. Oh, he's an interceptor again. Okay. Well, that's something for you to take note of. See how I had another 5% for Yuki for synergy here, right? But Marcus, his officer ability isn't doing too much. And you can see this 41 million hostile captain took, 75% of my shields? I went with Kang here against a 47 million hostile captain. Actually did a little better against him. So that is something, most of us knew that, but you don't know where people are with their progression. They got to learn this sometime. Huge benefit. All that dilithium is going to benefit me greatly. Your Trinity officers are always going to help. Yes, I know the strike teams kind of reduce their use in PvP, but against hostile captains, very useful for you. Another tactic you could use instead of using a Trinity officer, and by that I'm talking about Charvinick, Kang, Marcus. We call them Trinity officers because it's the triangle. They are the counters to triangles, right? Kang increases your accuracy, good against interceptors. Marcus increases your shield piercing, good against explorers. Charvinick increases your armor piercing, good against battleships. Triangle, Trinity, there you go. You can use a hull breacher instead of a Trinity officer. You know what I've said about hull breach. Hull breach is great, especially if you're going for critical hits. That's what this guy does, Khan. To increase your critical hit damage. A potential tactic you can use. Well, I guess that's going to be all for me today, especially since I can't do any more combat trainings, which is kind of disappointing. Comment below, where are you at with your combat trainings? What do you think about Janeway and her Voyager crew not being able to be used against yellows? Be sure to like and subscribe. I am the Angry Rhino. Shields up, Commanders.